This presentation will consist of 4 parts. Part 1, I will be showing presentation slides providing a high-level overview of the ecobee residential products. Part 2 will consist of a demonstration using the Smart and Smart SI thermostat user interface. Part 3 of the presentation will cover the use of the end-user web portal, and finally, Part 4 will outline the features and benefits of the contractor portal. The ecobee Smart Thermostat was our first product to market and was launched in February 2009. This thermostat consisted of a full-color touchscreen interface. In March 2011, we released our next residential thermostat called the Smart SI Thermostat. This is a non-touchscreen interface that does incorporate a full-color display. Much of the functionality had been carried over from the Smart to the Smart SI, albeit slightly reduced capabilities. As a result, the SI is a more price-sensitive thermostat. This will allow the contractor greater flexibility when speccing the ecobee that will meet the customer's requirements. The ecobee system is a web-based thermostat that communicates directly with the server in the cloud. It has built-in Wi-Fi that interfaces with the end user's local Wi-Fi network. When changes are made on the device, web portal, or mobile app, all data is exchanged through the web server and occurs in real time. Internet weather is included into this, and location is determined during registration process. As a result, the correct weather is streamed to the customer's account based on their geographical location. Since our initial launch back in 2009, our products have been installed in hundreds of thousands of homes, including businesses. The hardware platform are robust in design and have been tried and tested with a less than 1% failure rate. All of our products are designed to be accessible through the internet, smartphone, and tablets. Because of the Wi-Fi connectivity, this means free software upgrades with no monthly or annual fees. Ecobee is committed to the HVAC service channel. We do not sell through retail, nor do we sell direct to consumers. Our products are available from your local HVAC wholesaler. We want to ensure end users have the option to have their ecobee professionally installed by a licensed HVAC contractor. And ecobee has over 4,500 preferred ecobee contractors registered. This means when a customer is searching for a company to supply and install an ecobee, your company would be listed as a selection. This chart demonstrates the importance of mobile connectivity and why ecobee was first to market with a Wi-Fi connected thermostat. People demand flexibility, convenience, and want to be able to access their thermostat whenever and wherever they are without the need of a PC. Wi-Fi and broadband internet has become standard and continues to increase in install base year over year. More and more devices are communicating in the cloud as this becomes the norm, whether hardware or software related products. Whether you are installing the Smart or Smart SI thermostat, all the residential product lines start with a simple registration process. Once the thermostat has been powered on, configured to control the HVAC equipment, enable the Wi-Fi to start the registration. In total, this will take approximately 5 to 10 minutes. Anytime the end user wants to access their ecobee from a PC, simply open up a web browser of their choice and navigate to www.ecobee.com. Then enter the username and password that was used during setup of the registration. They will be redirected to their personal web portal where they can control the ecobee. Ecobee is constantly striving to add greater value for the end user, so we provide mobile apps for most major smartphone platforms that can be downloaded for free. Apps are available from iTunes, Android Marketplace, or BlackBerry World. These apps do not replace what can be done from the web portal, but are meant to supplement the remote access capabilities by providing the end user with greater flexibility when not in front of a PC. Currently, an average user that owns some form of programmable thermostat finds programming their thermostat a tedious process or simply too difficult a task because the user interface is not straightforward or intuitive. As a result, only 23% of North American thermostats are programmed. Because of the complexity, they prefer to leave the thermostat into an indefinite hold, negating any chance of energy savings. Studies by national energy boards determine 50 to 70% of home energy usage is related to heating or cooling your home. And at a time of rising energy costs, the thermostat is the single most significant savings opportunity the consumer has to help manage their energy consumption. By making the ecobee easy to access, whenever or wherever the customer's busy life takes them, they will have the convenience and peace of mind knowing they can access a thermostat anytime. Some interesting statistics about ecobee users. Over 80% of ecobee users are running a program on their thermostat. This statistic reinforces our design philosophy. Make it easy to use and take advantage of the energy savings capability the thermostat provides. ecobee spent over a year compiling data from ecobees in various climates and using this data in complex mathematical calculations to conduct energy modeling. Based on these results, are saving an average of 24% a year on their energy costs. Because it becomes a product your customers will love, 96% would recommend ecobee to their friends or family, which could lead to future referrals. ecobee supports current web and mobile technologies, whether for a PC, mobile phone, or tablet. Our focus is to make certain we stay ahead of the technology curve and ensure our products work seamlessly now and into the future. The ecobee Smart is comprised of two components, the thermostat control and the equipment interface module. The thermostat control will replace the existing wall thermostat, and the interface module will be installed near the furnace or air handler. The installer can use the existing 4-conductor thermostat wire to link these two components together. The interface module will get wired directly to the HVAC control board inside the furnace or air handler. The thermostat will support 3 stages of heat and 2 stages of cooling with a conventional system, or 2 stages of heat pump plus 2 stages of auxiliary heat, and 2 stages of cooling with heat pump applications. Air-to-air and geothermal heat pumps are fully supported. The Smart thermostat is designed to control temperature and humidity and will work with evaporative or steam humidifiers as well as central dehumidifiers. The Smart thermostat can be used to control your HRV or ERV. The ecobee system can be powered with the optional 110 volt AC to 12 volt DC power adapter, or the preferred method is to connect directly to the HVAC 24 volt transformer. A CR2032 battery is used to maintain real-time clock in the event of power outage. Otherwise, all other user settings and preferences programs are retained on the thermostat's 64 megs of flash RAM. The equipment interface module can be operated in a temperature range of -40 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit and can be located in attics if needed. The equipment interface module has 2 built-in dry contact sensing inputs that can be used to monitor ancillary devices like a float switch or a moisture sensor and send email alerts when triggered. The built-in Wi-Fi radio will connect to any wireless BG access point or router. It will support the most common methods of encryption, so the customer does not need to change their existing security levels. There is a wide range of installer and user settings which you can adjust to maximize comfort and savings. I will demonstrate some of these options later in the presentation. The ecobee Smart has an additional radio slot that will accommodate other radio technologies. ecobee currently offers a Zigbee module that can be configured for Zigbee Smart Energy Profile to interface with Zigbee-enabled utility meters, or Zigbee Home Automation that can control Zigbee-enabled smart plugs or load controls. ecobee has the Zigbee module and smart plug available on the website to purchase. The Smart thermostat will also support the ecobee remote sensor module. This gets wired directly to the equipment interface. The remote sensor module provides 4 additional inputs that can be configured for temperature, relative humidity, and/or dry contact. Each sensor can be configured for monitoring or control to enable temperature averaging if you wish. The ecobee Smart SI thermostat is made up of one primary component, much like our traditional thermostat. The thermostat control will replace the existing wall thermostat and gets wired directly to the HVAC control board inside the furnace or air handler. Depending on how many stages of heating or cooling that is going to be controlled by the thermostat will determine how many wires are required from the thermostat to the HVAC control board. Because of the power requirements, the Smart SI will need the common wire from the 24 volt transformer. For a typical 1 heat, 1 cool application, ideally you want 5 wires, but if 5 wires are not available and only 4 wires are, ecobee has an optional power extender kit that will make 4-wire installation possible. This thermostat will support up to 2 stages of heat and 2 stages of cooling with conventional systems, or 2 stages of heat pump plus 1 stage of auxiliary heat and 2 stages of cooling with heat pump applications. Air-to-air and geothermal heat pumps are fully supported. The Smart SI is designed to control temperature and provide humidity sensing. Again, there is a wide range of installer and user settings which you can adjust to maximize comfort and savings. I will demonstrate some of these options later in the presentation. A CR2032 battery is used to maintain real-time clock during a power outage. All user settings, preferences, and programs are retained on the thermostat's flash RAM. An updated built-in Wi-Fi radio will connect to any wireless BGNN access points or routers. It will support most common methods of encryption so the customer can maintain their existing security levels. The Smart SI has an additional radio slot that can accommodate other radio technologies. The Zigbee module can be configured for smart energy profile or home automation. Note, however, there is no user controls on the device for home automation. This is only available from the web portal. Whether you're installing a Smart or Smart SI thermostat, both products include detailed manuals with numerous wiring diagrams to refer to. Depending on your application, wiring time can vary, but typically average time is between 15 and 30 minutes. The thermostat must be configured to correspond with the type of HVAC system it is going to control. Both Smart and Smart SI provide simple, easy-to-use menus that helps guide the installer through setup of HVAC settings. Also, there are advanced settings if you choose to manually configure the staging options. Both products include a test mode. This manually engages the configured relays and helps validate your wiring and setup configuration. This mode also could be used with the purpose of troubleshooting. So why should you care? You can offer a product that your customers will love. It will provide easy, smart energy saving solutions. The ecobee is designed to fit people's busy or active lifestyle. There are no monthly or annual fees for the remote access capabilities. The Home IQ reports, HVAC runtime reports provide the customer with information on how they use energy and what savings they are achieving. ecobee is committed to help contractors build their business. Register as a preferred ecobee contractor and you will have access to a contractor portal. You can send branded alerts and reminders to your ecobee customers. This allows you to be proactive and stay on top of issues when they occur. With remote tools and diagnostics, you can receive alerts from customers' thermostats and review runtime reports to help assess the issue. The contractor portal displays the customer's equipment details, and make and model for each piece of equipment can be recorded on the portal. This ensures you send the right person with the parts on hand to help achieve first-time resolution. ecobee provides dealers with a contractor portal. This is an online tool that makes it even easier for the dealer to deepen their relationship with the customers, increase overall ecobee system efficiency, and grow your business. You can upload your information with logo so it appears on your customers' alerts and reminders. You can send branded service reminders or view make and model number of your customer's HVAC equipment. You can even access your customer's HVAC reports for remote troubleshooting and diagnostics, or communicate specials and promotions to your customers and increase your web traffic by adding the ecobee login portal to your company webpage. The ecobee team are here to help. We can assist if you have questions about the installation or setup. If your customer has questions, they can even contact us directly. We are available 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday to Friday. We also do provide emergency support after hours. We can be reached by toll-free number 1-877-932-6233 or by email sent to support@ecobee.com. Our team has the ability to access your customers' connected thermostats, and we can assist you in finding problem resolution. If you have any customers that want to learn more about ecobee, we provide 2 webinars every week, one on the residential product line and the other on the commercial product line. We have an extensive sales support team throughout Canada and the United States. If you are unable to answer a question from a client, feel free to include us in the conference call. Our regional sales managers and sales agents can provide branch training or meet with larger client opportunities. Next, I will demonstrate the user interface for the Smart and Smart SI thermostat by navigating through various user menus, program setup, and HVAC settings. I will start with the Smart thermostat. The mouse pointer will normally be a finger navigating touchscreen. This is a resistive touch panel and requires slightly more pressure to activate your inputs. The home screen provides the essential information. Here we can see current indoor temperature and desired set point along with outdoor weather. If there is any active messages, you will see them here. The icon at the bottom gives you access to further settings and options. By tapping on the details icon, allows me to choose the HVAC mode, fan operation, and humidity settings. Tapping on the weather icon gives me the current outdoor temperature and forecast plus the next 4 days. To program the Smart thermostat's 7-day schedule is very simple using the program wizard. Tap on the schedule icon and follow the prompts. It will ask the user 9 questions to determine the weekly schedule. By using the adjustable time wheel and temperature sliders, the customer can customize the default program to suit their 7-day schedule. It will provide a summary view of the schedule at the end of the program wizard. Alternatively, you can also select the editor function. This allows the user to make individual changes to temperature set points, fan status, and transition times for each climate period. The thermostat will support up to 48 unique climate periods per day, and each will have their own specific name, temperature set point, fan status, and the time when it is active. By pressing the side button, this will return you to the home screen. To access further settings within the thermostat, tap on the More icon. This will provide another screen with further options to select. For example, by tapping on Preferences, I can give the thermostat a unique name, change date and time, choose my active and standby brightness, select the type of hold action, adjust available temperature range when in heat and cool mode, or choose to restrict access to the device by enabling a passcode. All of these user preferences can be adjusted or changed from the personal web portal. To set up the Wi-Fi is no more difficult than connecting your smartphone to a wireless network. Once the thermostat has found the network, highlight blue and tap Done. If the network is password protected, as indicated in this example, the user will be prompted to enter their Wi-Fi network password using the virtual keyboard. Once the thermostat has successfully connected to the Wi-Fi, it will automatically connect to the server. The Smart thermostat includes an installation wizard that will prompt the installer through several questions to determine what type of HVAC equipment is going to be controlled. For example, will this be controlling a heat pump, boiler, or a forced air conventional system? Start by selecting your number of stages for heating and cooling, type of heating source, and so forth. The default of the thermostat is set for a conventional 1 heat, 1 cool system. Depending on your initial configuration, there are advanced options that allows me to control how I want to stage the heating and cooling equipment based on runtime and/or temperature delta. There are 3 accessory relays that can be programmed to control ancillary equipment like humidifiers, dehumidifiers, HRV, ERVs. These accessory relays will also be used to support 3rd stage heat or 2nd stage cooling on an available relay. The test mode allows you to directly engage the relays and verify operation, giving the installer peace of mind everything is working as configured. If you have a remote sensor module connected, these 4 inputs will appear. By giving them a name and configuring type of sensor will enable the input. The remote sensors are not included with the module and can be purchased directly from your HVAC wholesaler. Okay, moving over to the Smart SI. As you can see from the simulator, the SI has a full color display, but instead of the touchscreen, you will use the arrow and OK buttons to navigate the menu options. The idle screen provides easy to read information about the date and time, indoor and outdoor temperature, along with indoor and outdoor relative humidity. Pressing the menu or OK button activates the backlight and gets you to the home screen. The home screen provides the essential information like your indoor temperature, relative humidity, desired set point, and current system status. Any active messages will appear in the upper portion of the display along with date and time, Wi-Fi signal strength, and online status. To make a change to the set point, press on the arrow up or arrow down. This will put the thermostat into the hold action. By pressing OK, it will resume back to your 7-day schedule. To access further menus, press the menu button. Here you will have the option to view your weather forecast, change system mode, adjust fan status, adjust your weekly schedule, set up reminders, alerts, and so forth. Once you have a setting option highlighted blue, press OK or right arrow to access this option. To set up a 7-day program, press OK to edit the default schedule. Start with the day of the week that you want to modify. Typically that would be Monday. Using the navigation buttons, select the times for both heating and cooling set points and status for the fan for each climate period. Once you're satisfied with these, then move down to the Save and Continue and select the other days of the week that you want to be the same, then continue. Like Smart, the Smart SI will support up to 48 unique climate periods per day, and each will have their own specific name, temperature set point, fan status, and time when it is active. As with Smart, Smart SI provides reminders and alerts that you can choose when you want to be notified for HVAC and filter maintenance, or set a temperature threshold if the temperature in the home goes above or below in the event of a furnace or AC failure. All alerts can be displayed on the device or sent to your web portal as well as multiple email addresses. Selecting settings gets you into the installer settings. Here you will configure the HVAC settings, configure the Wi-Fi, or adjust the advanced options. Select equipment to configure what type of HVAC equipment is going to be controlled. Selecting thresholds will provide a wider range of installer settings on how the equipment will operate. Advanced options are also available, and much of the same functionality has been carried over from Smart to the Smart SI. If you have a SI paired to a Zigbee enabled smart meter, the thermostat also acts as an in-home display that will provide in-depth meter reports, whether hourly, daily, or weekly reports. These reports are also available on the customer's web portal. Once the customer has completed the registration of the ecobee thermostat, they will have access to their personal web portal. By using a web browser, go to www.ecobee.com and click on Login. The portal defaults to the Comfort tab. The web portal uses widgets that can be opened or closed or even moved around within the screen. By closing the widget, we'll dock it to the left. The Program widget allows the user to modify the 7-day program, adjust their set points, fan operation, and add new climate periods. Left-click and hold your mouse button to highlight the cells to be modified. Use the dialog box to edit your temperature set points, fan status, and click OK to save. Then click on the applicable climate period icon to apply your changes. The System Details allows the user to override the 7-day program, change system mode, or change fan operation. You can also set your humidification or dehumidification set point here as well. The Today widget provides the function to modify the current day program without the need to permanently modify the 7-day program. Left-click and hold the small circles to adjust the time or temperature and apply changes. It will revert back to 7-day program at midnight. With the Vacation widget, the user can define a range of dates and times, choose your heating and cooling set points and fan status to override the 7-day program. Using the calendar, select the date range you want to modify. A dialog box will appear, choose your times and temperature settings, and click OK to schedule the vacation event. The Weather widget provides current day forecast plus 4 days in advance. Under the Settings tab, there are different widgets to view information about your ecobee and make changes to your user settings. The About widget provides information about the product, software version, and it is linked to a contractor portal. I will provide more information about the contractor portal at the end of the presentation. With custom message, the user can send a message to the thermostat from the web portal. The grouping widget allows the user to group multiple thermostats together to share programs, preferences, reminders, and so forth. This removes duplication of effort and saves time. The password widget allows the user to change their password if necessary. With preferences, the user can change thermostat preferences from this widget. For example, change the temperature display from Celsius to Fahrenheit, or you can adjust the active to standby timer, or adjust the brightness for each mode. You can choose the type of hold action, or adjust the heat and cool temperature range. If you want to increase fan circulation time, you can do this as well by adjusting the slider. Then click Update to save your changes. With reminders, the user can define what type of alerts and frequency to receive these alerts by email, on the thermostat, or web portal. If the customer has more than one email address, they can add more. Choose the type of maintenance and frequency, how often the reminders are generated. Choosing a low or high temperature threshold will trigger an alert in the event that the indoor temperature exceeds this setting. The Reset widget allows the user to reset registration, programs, or preferences. If the customer resets the registration remotely, then they will no longer have access to the web portal once they log out. If a user has Zigbee home automation configured on their ecobee, with ecobee smart plugs or aftermarket load controls added to the Zigbee network, the Smart Plug tab will appear. With smart plugs, you can have up to 32 devices controlled through one Zigbee module. Each device can have its own custom schedule, or each can follow the 7-day HVAC schedule. The status widget allows the user to turn on or off the plug and see what the current status is at, and when it is on, how much power is being consumed through the plug. The Home IQ Reports tab will provide the user with a wealth of information about the HVAC equipment and energy savings. With Home IQ Insights, it takes thousands of data points and uses advanced math and physics to create a model that provides the customer with insights into their home energy performance. Home IQ Insights is integrated into each customer's ecobee web portal. Home IQ displays the comfort rating, a relative assessment of a home's energy performance, their estimated monthly energy savings, monthly heating and cooling summaries, details on performance, and influencing factors such as weather and average set point, HVAC runtime reports, and more. With Home IQ Details, the graph shows the number of runtime hours of heating and cooling system operation compared to the same month of the previous year. If you drag your cursor over the bar graph, a dialog box will appear with your runtime details and the indoor-outdoor temperatures for the selected month. Weather-adjusted runtime allows you to compare the real impact of your schedule year to year. It does this by factoring out the effect of weather differences so you can make relevant comparison. Weather-adjusted runtime is measured in hours per degree day. The Reports widget gives you the ability to track the performance of your ecobee system. It will show you the performance up to 3-month period. By selecting a date on the top of the widget, you can view the performance of any day since the thermostat was installed. The Reports widget is grouped into two areas. The first area displays heat-cool set point temperatures, actual indoor temperature, actual indoor relative humidity, and outdoor temperature. The left side of the graph displays a temperature scale. The right side of the graph displays the percentage of relative humidity. The second area displays the runtime for each heating and cooling operation. System options may include stages of heating and/or cooling, auxiliary heat, and fan operation. On the left side of the graph is a scale representing the total amount of time over which the recording is made. Each segment of the graph represents a 5-minute period of time. At any time, you can turn on or off any element in the chart by enabling the radio buttons on or off at the bottom of the widget. If the ecobee is paired with a smart meter, the meter reports will provide historical data on the whole home energy consumption. These reports can be viewed in hourly, daily, or weekly charts. As you place the mouse pointer over each vertical column, an information box opens and displays kilowatt consumption along with associated cost. My Electricity Bill widget is a valuable tool to help you better manage your electricity consumption and save money. The right-hand side of the widget is the Set Up My Bill section where you will enter important information that will help ecobee calculate your budget, current bill, and projected bill. The left-hand side of the widget has three different pieces of information. My budget will reflect the number you entered on the right-hand side of the widget and will reflect the amount of money you want to budget for your electricity payments during your current billing period. My current bill will provide you with how much you have spent on electricity since the start of your current billing cycle. My projected bill will provide you with an estimate of what your electricity bill will be based on your average daily consumption at the end of the current billing cycle. If the ecobee has been configured with Zigbee Home Automation, the plug reports will show all active plugs on the Zigbee network. Just as with meter reports, you can view consumption data and associated costs for each plug or collectively together. The Home IQ reports provides the user a unique and personalized insight into their home's heating and cooling performance, energy efficiency, and savings. With Home IQ reports, it's never been easier to monitor your home energy consumption. ecobee provides dealers with a contractor portal. This is an online tool that makes it even easier for the dealer to deepen the relationship with their customers and grow your business. To gain access to the customer's alerts, reminders, and runtime reports, you will be required to link the customer's thermostat with the contractor portal. This is a simple process and can be completed in 2 steps. Once you log into the contractor portal, it will default to the main menu dashboard. This will provide a snapshot of activity in your portal. Click on the applicable View button to access the features within the portal. The portal is broken down into 4 areas. The search area allows you to find applicable information. Thermostat list will list all your ecobee customers that have linked to your contractor portal. The Details section will provide specific details about the thermostat. And lastly, the Dynamic Map allows you to locate your customers represented by the color dots. Going into further detail, I will start with the Filter and Find section. This provides a set of controls to filter what thermostats show up in the list and map views. This section is composed of a high-level filter and a granular one. The 3 high-level filters are Thermostats. This retrieves all thermostats that are linked to the contractor's account, sorted by the name of the customer. The granular filter allows further refinement by searching for street address or a phone number or first and last name. The search allows for wildcards using the asterisk as the wildcard symbol. The default that is shown in the Details view is Equipment Details. With Alerts, this retrieves all the thermostats that are linked to the contractor's account, sorted by the number of unacknowledged alerts by the contractor. The number of contractor unacknowledged alerts is shown in the thermostat summary. The granular filter allows further refinement by searching for specific alert severities and/or alerts issued between a given date range. The default that is shown in the Details view is the Active Alerts. And with Reminders, this retrieves all thermostats that are linked to the contractor's account, sorted by the number of service reminders that are upcoming within the next week. The granular filter allows further refinement by searching for a specific reminder type and/or reminders due within a given date range. The default that is shown in the Details view is the Upcoming Reminders. This is an interactive map of all the thermostats currently available in the list. It is not restricted to what is currently visible in the list, but rather the entire list contents. The map can be zoomed in and out to narrow down the thermostats in view. However, this zooming does not affect the set visible thermostats in the list view. When a thermostat is selected in the map will center on the thermostat, and an informational pop-up will appear with the customer's name, address, phone number, and the thermostat serial number. In addition, the corresponding thermostat will be selected in the list, and the list will automatically scroll to the selected entry if necessary. Likewise, if a thermostat is selected from the list, the corresponding marker on the map is highlighted and the map centered on it. The map will use color-coded scheme to indicate thermostats with any alerts or reminders. If there are no alerts or reminders, the default blue marker is used. If there are any outstanding alerts or reminders, The marker is color-coded with the high severity of all outstanding alerts reminders for the thermostat. Next is the detail pane. This pane will display all relevant details for the selected thermostat from the thermostat list. When no thermostat is selected, a message will be shown in this area indicating that it is only populated once the thermostat is selected. When a thermostat is selected, the detail pane will be able to show one of the following sets of data, and only one selection is visible at a time. Equipment details will include serial number and model number of the ecobee thermostat, as well as make, model, and serial number of the HVAC equipment that the ecobee controls. The active alerts, these are alerts for any given thermostat that have not been acknowledged by the contractor. A two-factor acknowledgement will be introduced, whereby the customer acknowledgement of the alert is augmented with the contractor also acknowledging the alert. The contractor acknowledgement does not alter any behavior the customer sees and is only used to determine which alerts are shown active in the contractor portal. For each alert, the details will show a short title, a brief description message, and date and time the customer acknowledged if available. If the user has declined to share alerts and reminders with the contractor, then this section is empty with corresponding message. Archive alerts are a set of alerts that have been already acknowledged by the contractor and are available for historical purposes. Service reminders. This view shows all upcoming reminders, for example, HVAC service and filter replacement. Note that if a reminder is triggered, then it will be issued as an alert from the ecobee thermostat and thus show up as an alert in the alert view. Hence, the service reminder view only shows upcoming reminders. For HVAC service reminders, the customer setting for the months between service will also be displayed, as it will dictate how soon the contractor can schedule the next reminder. If the user had declined to share alerts and reminders with the contractor, then this section is empty with corresponding message. HVAC reports. This view shows identical HVAC report as shown currently in the Smart Portal. However, the date range is restricted to the current day and the past 2 days for privacy reasons. If the customer has declined to share HVAC reports with the contractor, then this section is empty with a corresponding message. Located at the top of the interactive map is the main navigation options. Clicking on the main menu button will return you to your contractor web portal dashboard. By clicking on the new thermostat button, you have the ability to link new thermostats to your account. By clicking on logout, you will end your contractor web portal session. Thank you for your time and learning about the ecobee products, and I hope you found this presentation to be informative. If you require further assistance, feel free to contact ecobee support or the inside sales team, and they will be happy to assist you further.